Hello, class of 2024 in Future System and Decision Sciences. This is Major Travis Connell. I am the Program Academic Counselor for the SDS major, and I am going to quickly walk you through the SDS ATAP template, or the list of classes that you will take as an SDS major and how they are aligned across the rest of your years here at West Point. What we'll do is, once we get an understanding of how the template is laid out, we'll talk your electives and your area of concentration or your track. And then at the end, we will just pop up some contact information should you have further questions about the program, the ATAP, or some of the courses offered within the major. SDS is within the Department of Systems Engineering here at West Point. And the department as a whole has three majors: systems engineering, engineering management, and SDS. I will highlight some differences between those three majors as we talk about courses here over the next few minutes. However, if you have any further questions about some of the nuances or the detailed differences between the three majors, please feel free to reach out to any of the program DACs, and we'd be happy to walk through each one in detail with you. So what you're looking at across the top here are the templates for your yearling, cow, and first a year. Now note that these are general templates, and should you have differences, either due to validations, a different sequence of where you took a course, either your plebe or early in your yearling year, that's okay. This template is flexible enough for us to rearrange classes as we need on an individual basis. But generally, what you're looking at is how we see cadets progress through this major. I'll start on the left with your yearling year. First semester, your yearling year, we don't generally have cadets take a major specific course. Those major specific courses are shaded in gray, your science and math electives in italics, and then your major specific electives later on in your cow and first year are bolded and italicized. So first semester yearling year, you take the third of your math class, the third of your science class, and the rest of your yearling specific standard courses. Second semester yearling year, again, you take your second language class, your second standard yearling class, but then we ask you to take a science depth and a math elective. That math elective is generally MA 205 or SC 375. However, there are a host of courses that we offer to fulfill that math elective. For your science depth, we ask you to take either Chem 2, Physics 2, or Biology. And then to round out your yearling year, you will take SC 301, which is the introductory or baseline course for the entire Department of Systems Engineering. In SC 301, we teach you kind of the roadmap or the baseline process by which we design and manage systems. And the rest of the curriculum adds on to that process and gives you additional tools that help either the analysis done within that process to go deeper, or those tools make that analysis easier. And you'll see how it builds. Moving into your cow year, this is when you take a majority of the classes within the major, and you can see those courses listed here. First semester your cow year, you take EM 384, EM 411, and SM 484. All three of these classes are quite unique to our department, to our major, and are immediately impactful. They provide you skills that you can use immediately, both now as a cadet and in your career as an officer. Second semester yearling year, you take EM 381, which is engineering economy, and SC 370, which is computer aided systems engineering, both of which again give you skills that you can use right away, but more importantly, continue to develop your skills as a system and decision scientist. Your Cal year, second semester of your Cal year is when you first start taking your CSE electives, complementary support courses, and your track electives. And here in just a minute, we'll get into what those are. First year, you take a capstone, SE 402 and 403, and decision analysis. As I covered earlier, your science depth is either going to be Chem 2, Physics 2, or Biology. And for your math elective, you have a choice of any of the courses listed here. In general, we see cadets take either Calc 2 or Statistics for Engineers. As we just talked, starting second semester, your Cal year, you will take 3 of the courses listed here in the CSC electives. You're required to take Negotiation for Leaders and then 2 of the 5 courses listed below. The subsequent and final slide that I'll go through with you are just a quick breakout of the tracks available to SDS majors. Project management, personnel management, management sciences, logistics management, all of these tracks are heavy in management focus, and you'll see some courses are shared, but each of these tracks has their own unique flavors, if you will. Defense systems, a bunch of DSS classes, allowing you to both further your study, technically as an engineer, but also taking a good look at those DSS courses to round out any other interests you have. Financial systems, cybersecurity, mathematical modeling, and international affairs. Again, depending on what your interests are, your personal interests are, you can still pursue a technical engineering based curriculum while also having a concentration in another interest that you may have. So this flexibility is one of the things that makes the SDS major so appealing to so many cadets. The final thing I'll tell you here is if none of these tracks meet what you want to get out of this curriculum, SDS has a very flexible student design track in which we can design one of these tracks for whatever interests you would like to pursue. Finish here just putting up the contact information for both the program director, Lieutenant Colonel Schreiner, and myself, Major Travis Connell. Feel free to shoot us an email with any subsequent questions, concerns, or any interest that you have in the program. Thanks, and I look forward to talking to you soon.